Hello YouTubers, thank you for joining me once again to undo the Hearse channel. Second part of the installation of the Boscam Sungo wireless reversing cam on a Cadillac Hearse. It's going to be a little bit different, so stick around, follow me, let's see how we get on with this install today. Without further ado, let's get stuck in. Okay, next bit of the installation, YouTubers, is the little thing that goes in the cab, which is the monitor. Now I've been looking, you've got to find somewhere in your cab that's suitable to fit. Obviously I can't have it in front of me because I've got my funeral sign in front of me, so I don't want it there. I think there's a nice little spot just perfect for it. I've already had a little try with it, so this is where it's going to go. Let's get my little bracket. That's the little bracket thing, and obviously your monitor fastens onto that. It is quite sticky. It's got like a sticky bit at the bottom, and it's got this little adjuster bit as well. But I think it should go there, like there-ish. And if it's clamped on there, and this is, by the way, this will move around and it twists backwards and forwards and all that sort of stuff. So I reckon it should go there. The only thing is that if you use these things before in the past, you probably know that eventually at some point driving along they drop off, and they end up like hunting around for them in the footwell of the vehicle. So I think I'm going to slightly modify mine a little bit. I'm going to get some more self-adhesive tabs. You can get some like double-sided tape stuff that's really strong. I'm pretty sure that's where I want it to go. So I'm not sure this will go on with me. I'll try with one hand anyway. So I press it down into place and then you lock it in place. You push the little thing out of the back and it should lock it into place. Though I'll be honest with you, I'm pretty sure it won't do. It will come off at some point. That's the monitor. That monitor just kind of like slides on. Let's see if I can get a decent picture for you. A decent place. I can't see myself really. And that kind of locks in place. Something like that. Okay, so that's where it's going to go, and then obviously it's only got to go from there to there, which is a cigarette lighter. So I think that's a good place for it to go. The button, there's a little on-off button, which is this thing here, which comes in the kit as well. That's got a little self-adhesive thing, and you can stick that wherever you want as well. I reckon the perfect place for that is there. So I can just kind of like click on it when I want, and it'll switch the camera do for on. It's not in my way. I mean, it might look like it's poking up a bit from where I'm sat. That's my head height, so that's not in the way. So I think that's a great place for it to go. As I said, the only thing I'm concerned about is the fact that it's going to fall off. So what I've done is I've given it a good clean, take all the polish off to make sure it sticks permanently, and it sticks really well. I'm going to do it again with some double-sided tape to make sure that it doesn't move, because once it gets warm, heaters on, or you're out in the sun, you pretty much guarantee for it to drop off. So that's a little bit. Obviously once that's installed, we'll get down to do the license plate. Now I'll give you an idea what's going to happen with the license plate. It's going to be slightly different, and you will see why when we get round the back of the vehicle. So welcome back to part 2 of the installation of the reversing camera, the Boscam Sungo reversing camera on the back of a Cadillac Hearse. Got to apologise if it's very loud. Sorry about that. I live on a busy main road and there's traffic going past all the time. So that's where technically it should go. That's obviously the number plate that fits on the back of the Hearse, which is your standard 6x12 American plate, conforming obviously with UK regulations, being a yellow plate and black numbers. So obviously if the ANPR people follow you, they can see what your number plate is. Now, as you can probably tell, yeah, there's not a lot of room really to fasten it to. There's a massive big bumper in the way as well. I think personally the camera won't work very well there, that low down, because as you can see it's literally just inches off the ground. It's got air rides on it, I know, but even so I don't think it's going to work there too well. So I have a solution. I think I have a solution anyway. Backing away, my solution is this. In the back of my Hearse I have a show plate. Okay, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Now I think for a few reasons it's going to go on that, and I'm going to leave it in the back window, pointing out the back window. You don't have to fasten it to the number plate, you can think out of the box. So that's what I'm going to try and do with this. I'm going to fasten it to that. I'm going to leave it in the back window, and I think for 3 reasons. First of all, it's going to be higher up, so I'm going to get a better view when I'm backing up. I think that will be a better place for it to go. Give it a try. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But we'll give it a go. Two things is, as well, second thing is, it's supposed to be waterproof and dustproof and all that sort of things. Well, it's not going to be outside, so it's never going to get wet through. It's going to be in the right place. It's not going to get stolen like the other number plate did. People have a habit, unfortunately, of pinching number plates that they think they ought to have and not you. So I'm going to have this one there. Another reason as well is, obviously, once you fasten it to your number plates, okay, you drive around in it. It's the UK. It rains a lot, unfortunately. Today is an absolutely gorgeous day. It's blue skies and it's nice now. But it means if I leave it in the back window, I'm going to get some little suction cups and fasten it to the back window so it doesn't lean like that. It's going to be pointing directly backwards, so it's going to look a lot better than it is at the moment. The main thing is I can take it out, I can charge it up if I need to go out with it, pop it back in there again, stick it in place, and I should get a better view, all being well. So that's the general idea. So we'll see how we're going. So the next time you see the next clip should be with it fastened to my Elvira plate. So that's it, really. Hopefully fairly straightforward to do. See how we've gone with that one. I think that should work. And I say, just because it's a number plate camera, you don't actually have to fasten it to number plate. I've got a Chevy van as well. If it had been on the Chevy, it would have worked perfectly. It would have been great for the Chevy because the number plate's a lot further up on that than it is on this one. So that's where it's going to go. It's going to go in the back window. I've got a Cadillac Hearse. See how we've gone with that one. It should help me for backing up because this garage isn't that big. It only just goes in. I've literally about 1.5 inches at one side and I've got about 1/2 inch at the back to back in. Other than that, it's a bit tight, so it should help. So as I say, the next time you see this little bit, should be with it attached to that. Plug it all in, see how it goes. In part 3, I'm going to do a review. I'm going to actually drive around with it and see how I get on with driving around and see if it does actually work or not. And obviously, I'm not promoted by Boscam at all. They haven't provided me with this. I bought this for me from Amazon. So I'm going to put a link from Amazon in the description below. Have a little look at that as well. If you think it's going to work for you, great. Have a little look, see which one you think works best for you. That's basically up to now. I'm going to set it off for now, and I'll see you all in a little bit. Okay, so welcome back. This is the next bit. This is the bit where we fasten the license plate onto it. Don't forget this bit, you've got to charge it up. Don't forget to charge it, okay? Little charging port just in there. I'll just show you again. I know you've probably seen it already, but I'm going to show you again. Little charging port. Okay, you can see in there. Oh, there we go. That's better. Plug it in, leave it for about 3 or 4 hours. Once it's charged up, that's all you need to do. It's dead easy, really. But obviously, I'm going to have it slightly different. So that's the little bit that absorbs the sun, if you will. That's my plate that I'm going to stick onto it. So I'm going to roll my sleeves up and let's see how we get on with this, really. And then obviously the next time you see it, it's going to be fastened on. So, all being well, this should just come loose, peel off, which it is doing. Now then, I've got to fasten this bit on and make sure it's fastened in the right place. And I've got one shot at getting it right. So let's have a little do at it. So I want it to go round about, I think round about there-ish. Okay, so it's around about. That kind of sticks on the back. Now, as I said before, if it doesn't stick on very well, it doesn't matter really too much because I've got some really strong stuff, and it will stick on. So that's that bit fastened on. That's the bit at the bottom, and obviously that absorbs the sun and powers the whole thing up. Next bit is the camera. So same again. Okay, this 3M stuff is really good, so it should stick with it. There we are. Okay, so that's the bit coming off. So there we go. Good to do with this one. I'll put this in the right position, spin it round, and I get it roughly in the centre. I mean, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect, as long as it's absolutely bob on. But I still want to be able to see what it says. So about there-ish. Yeah, what do you think? What do you reckon, guys? About around my right spot, central. I'm not going to measure it, it's near enough. Near enough for Jazz. Okay, stick it on. Press it down, make sure it's all. And that's it, really. That's what it looks like. Okay, so we end up with that. Fastened on. Again, it's not going to be fastened onto the vehicle, it's only going to be stood in the back. But that's all that you do. It's really as simple as that. Next bit is right at the top. There's a little bit of plastic just covering the lens, which I'll take off before I put in as well. And then the next bit is putting in the vehicle, plugging it all in. Hopefully I can see where I'm going. So with that, that's it for this little bit. See you on the next bit, back of the vehicle, and then that's it. See you shortly. Bye bye. There we go, YouTubers. It just shows it does actually work. Connected up in the car with me at the moment. See how it goes. Try it around the back and see if it works around the back, and I'll do some more pictures for you fairly shortly. Should be on for about a minute, there is about, so we'll see how this goes on, just to show that it is actually working. That's the thing moving. That's the thing there. It does actually work. Isn't that brilliant? What a brilliant bit of kit. Yeah, that looks good so far. So we'll see how we get on with that one. We'll try it around the back, see how it looks around the back, see you in a minute too. Well, okay, that's what I came up with in the end. It just kind of worked. Fasten it on, got the camera working. I managed to pack it out with some little foam rubber pieces in the back. I'm not sure it'll work 100% all the time, but we'll give it a try. I need to be able to take it out at some point and use it. So hopefully that should work. It definitely works from inside the cab. We'll just have a little look inside the cab. I'll just show you as we click it on. Ugh. Yeah, that works okay. Okay, YouTubers, well that's the end of this video. Thank you so much indeed for staying around with me while I complete it. Hopefully you found it interesting with it being an install in a hearse. Slightly been a bit of a long video, I know. It is appreciated if you stuck it to the end. If you like this video, you found it interesting, you found it fascinating to watch, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like, subscribe to me. Don't forget again, the descriptions of the camera is going to be in the box below. That's it from me really. Have a great day whatever you're doing. As you can probably tell, we're back inside again now because it's UK, it's raining, so we're getting inside while we can. It's been great, I've enjoyed doing it. Boscam's products are really good. This has been a great product. I'm going to do a review of it as well later on. I'm going to have a bit of a run around and see how we get on with running around with that. So I'm just going to say, if you've enjoyed it, you found it fun, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now. Oof. Okay, YouTubers, thank you so much indeed for joining me once again. Part 2. Shut up!